And today we're taking a look at how to smoke salmon. This is so simple, anyone could do. Everything that we use on the video, we're gonna leave a link on the description. This is a process you wanna do a couple of hours ahead. And we start by curing the salmon for 4 to 8 hours or overnight. So let's go ahead and start with the rub to cure the salmon. Our first ingredient is 1 cup of sugar, and in this case we're using brown sugar. Our second ingredient is half a cup of salt. In our case we're using kosher salt, but remember, you are the king of your castle. So if you want to get the salt directly from the sea, remember, you are the king of your salmon. And lastly, 2 tablespoons of black pepper. We want to go ahead and mix it even. And now we're ready to apply. So you want to get a container that can support excess liquid, because on the curing process with the salt is going to dehydrate the fish. So the liquid inside the fish is going to go on the container. You can use aluminum foil, a glass container. In our case, we're going to use this aluminum sheet pan. We're going to place the rub on the pan itself or on your container. Spread it all around so it can have a bed for the salmon. Then we go ahead and place the salmon skinned side down. And then we place the other half of the rub packed in the top, getting full coverage on the fish. And remember, don't be scared to use your hands to move the rub all around and get full coverage. The salmon is in a better place now, but we all like a little rub or massage, so get your hands in there and let that salmon have a little bit of fun. Now, before we put it on the fridge, we want to cover it up, and you could do that with plastic wrap, aluminum foil, or anything that you might have laying around. Now comes the hard part, and that's waiting. We go ahead now and place it on the refrigerator, and we like to do 4 to 8 hours or overnight. But if you want to eat this today, 4 hours is okay. Meanwhile, you can crack open an ice cold, bubbly, liquid gold, sparkling bottle of water. As you can see, the salmon has gotten more reddish and all the liquid has come out. And if this would have been 5D TV, you would have noticed how firm it's gotten as well. Now, let's go ahead and take this to the sink. And what we want to do here is rinse off all the rub, because if not, it's going to be real salty. And don't worry, with this dry marinade, all the flavor, it's already inside. Now that we gave it a bath and we didn't even get a tip, we can pat it dry. Now, what we want to do is place it on a rack so the air circulation could go from the bottom and help it dry. We like to place it on the refrigerator for half an hour or 45 minutes, or for however long it takes you to take out the grill, turn on the charcoal. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and do that. And you can also use this method if you're using gas. We get our chimney starter, put some paper under it, put some charcoal in the chimney starter. We like to place a drip pan under the salmon to make cleaning a lot easier later on. Light that paper up because we're gonna start smoking now. And I mean meats. I do really. And today we're using the 20-80 method, which means 20% charcoal and then the other 80% of your grill empty. Because what we want the grill's temperature to be from 150 to 200 at the most. And then having the salmon's inner temperature to 135 to 145, depending on your taste and doneness. But remember, we say the 80-20 method because it all depends on your grill type and size. That's why using a thermometer is the way to go. A pro tip, by opening and closing the vent openings on your grill, you can adjust the temperature. The wider open, the hotter. The less air goes in the grill, the cooler. Now that the charcoal's on, we can start placing our wood on the charcoal. We can either use wood chunks or wood chips, which you soak on water for an hour and then place them in an aluminum pack with a couple of holes on the patch. And you can also use this method if you're using gas. In our case, we're using 2 wood chunks and we're using apple. You can also use maple or any piece of wood you want to use. It's always great to see the different kind of taste each wood gives you. We can go ahead and close the grill and give it 5 minutes. And if you haven't cleaned the grill, the heat, it's gonna make it easier for you to clean, and any grease and meat stuck to the grates come off easier. We're gonna go ahead and season the grates now, and we do that by taking a little bit of oil and paper and we just rub it on the grates that we're gonna cook on. We can go ahead and close the grill again and get the salmon from the fridge. Let's go ahead and place the salmon on the grill, and we're placing it on the non-charcoal side because placing it on the charcoal is gonna burn or cook too fast. You can go ahead and place your meat thermometer on the fish now, or you can wait until later. And depending on how you like your doneness, either 135, 140, or 145, it might take us from 45 minutes to 3 hours. In our case, we kept the grill's temperature at 175 and it took us about an hour and 45 minutes. So you can see that having a higher temperature like 200 could get it done a lot faster, but less smoke. Or having a lower temperature like 150 might take you the 3 hours. But don't worry, at the end of the day, you're the king. And how long you want to take and how much wood flavor you want to infuse, that's up to you. If you're not using a thermometer, by poking at it, you can see once it's done, it would flake. But because my wizard level is still not up there, we're gonna take a look at it with the thermometer. And we got 145. If you want the salmon to be sweeter, you can go ahead and wrap it now in aluminum foil and add some maple syrup or orange juice or brown sugar and sprinkle on it and place it on the grill for 5 more minutes for it to melt or caramelize. In today's case, we're gonna leave it just as it is because we're gonna pair it with some corn, which is gonna be sweet already, and a beet potato salad. And the beets are gonna provide an extra sweetness. But remember, you are king to your Kong. Don't forget, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.